Hello and welcome to the Growing Green Landscapes Podcast with Jeremiah Jennings. While still in his early 20s, Jeremiah already runs a successful six-figure lawn maintenance company. Listen in as he and his guests share the things that have brought them success that can help you in your business. As a young entrepreneur in the green industry, Jeremiah emphasizes the tips and tricks involved in running a lawn maintenance business while discussing the principles applying to all small businesses. If you're wanting to grow, become profitable and professional, you're in the right place. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
Hey everybody, welcome into the show today. Thank you for tuning in to another episode here on the Growing Green Landscapes Podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and we're coming to you today. We're going to be rocking another solo episode here as we head into the weekend. It's going to be a very short and sweet one. We don't have too much to talk about today. I don't even have any notes in front of me. We're just going to kind of sit back and kind of shoot the bull, kick some things around that I've had on my mind recently, and stuff that I think can help you in your business, and just some stuff to implement coming up. But there are a few things that I want to start off talking about, and one of them is just I want to thank the audience for listening, guys. Y'all really mean so much to me that are out there listening regularly and sharing the show, putting it on your Instagram, your social media, and sharing it to your friends and your network of people. We are growing very steady and consistently. Excuse me to hear. But what I was saying is we are growing consistently, and our numbers over the last 30 days have looked really, really nice. Very, very pleased with where we're at. We are definitely nowhere near where I want to be, but we are heading that way. The trend is going up, and I just have y'all to thank for that. Everybody that listens helps us out and grows the community greater every day. So y'all are really helping me in helping me build those relationships that I want, and the friendships, and just help this community grow one listener, one show, one friendship at a time. So with that being said, just thank you all so much for tuning in and y'all support, and I hope to keep bringing y'all the quality content the best that we can as we move forward. But then another thing, kind of along the same lines with that, is bringing quality content and just helping y'all out in your business is we are searching for some wow, it's hard to say real quick. Let me start over. We are searching for some show sponsors. That's a lot of S's right there together, but we are looking for show sponsors to help us out here and kind of collaborate, come together, and join forces, because as you all know that listen to multiple other podcasts, they are not free to produce by any means. The equipment that we use is very expensive to bring you the high-quality audio that we all love and have gotten used to out of the professional podcasts that we hear, and we want to be able to hear it while we're out mowing every day, running equipment and stuff. So that's what I strive to bring y'all on every episode. But like I said, it is an expensive journey to get into, and it is definitely one that is very rewarding because, like I said, I love building the relationships and the friendships. But as we preach, our business has got to be profitable, okay, guys? And that's one thing that I want to use and do, even in my businesses, even in this side hustle, is we need to stay profitable. We need to be smart in the way we do things. So if you or anyone that you know has a product or a service or anything like that you're wanting to get out and promote, then let me know. You can DM me on Instagram at Growing Green Landscapes, or you can shoot me an email. That will be in the show notes below. You can reach out either one of those ways, and we can kind of hook up and discuss some options that we have for show sponsors, because the end goal is to get Mr. Producer, the greatest producer in the biz, is to get him on here producing the show 3 days a week eventually. But we got to keep growing consistently. We need to get some show sponsors in here to help us out, and it's going to help benefit all of us that are listening, that are in this community. So those are some of the things that I wanted to get off my chest here as we started. Just kind of let y'all know how we're feeling and how the show's going. So like I said, thank you for everybody that's tuning in. We are looking for sponsors to help the show grow and just become better quality and always produce good content for y'all to hear. So moving on, what I wanted to kind of discuss today is we won't be on here very long. It'll be a short episode today, so I hope y'all are not looking for anything super long today. We're not going to have a guest episode. I like to keep the solo episodes pretty short, just try to keep y'all engaged and not go too long. But what I want to talk about today is really a little bit of my business and who we are at Growing Green Landscapes. My recent interview with Paul had me thinking, what are we? What kind of company culture do we have? What do we do? What do we bring our clients? What do we offer people that work for us? That type of thing. So I kind of want to dive into a little bit of who we are, and then also discuss a couple of things at the end that are coming up here soon. So let's dive on in. Excuse me, I have... you'll hear me mention as we go on through these podcasts here in the future, in the next couple of months. I coach high school basketball, so we had tryouts tonight, and my voice is leaving me always early in the year as I get back into the swing of yelling and blowing the whistle and all that type of stuff. My voice leaves me quicker, but hopefully as we move on throughout the year, it'll build up some stamina and it won't go so fastly. But I'm going to fastly. Is that a word? I don't know. It won't go so fast. That's what it would be. Yeah, not fastly. I'm not an English major. I'm kind of like Paul Jameson in our last episode. Put me in a room with a 7th grader, and I might do the same as him. So, anyway, I'm going to try to sip on some water pretty consistently tonight, and not get too raspy here. But what I want to talk about is who we are at Growing Green Landscapes. So, who we are at Growing Green Landscapes is really it's a topic that I'm trying to figure out. I've tried to figure out the last couple months. We are a small owner-operator business. I've been owner of this thing for 3 years now. I've operated it every day since then, without, I guess, taking into effect of me getting hurt back in the spring. I didn't work for a couple weeks then, but other than that, I've been out there every day doing everything just since we've been started. So I really take my business personal. I have a lot of pride in it because my name is on it. My name is behind it. It's our family. It's what's going to go down as our family culture. Our family values are going to be tied into this business. And when people think of that, they're going to think of Jeremiah Jennings and his family. So something that I've learned to take very personally because it's something that will last forever. It's going to last a lifetime. And a legacy will be left whether you know it is or not. It's going to be left. So there's my dog back there playing in the background. Marley, go lay down. But anyway, we at Growing Green Landscapes are trying to hire more people. We are trying to grow the company. And on this journey, I'm learning how to build the culture that I want to build. And it's one of those things that it's a process for sure. You're not going to get it overnight. You're not going to find the perfect employee overnight. If you are, lucky you. Hold on to them, okay? But so kind of a little backstory of what I've done over the past 3 years. So I've had friends work with me ever since I started the company 3 years ago. I've had friends work with me, and I've never really had to hire anybody random that I didn't know off the streets. Well, I shouldn't say off the streets, but anybody that I didn't know that was just looking for a job that I was not familiar with. So I've always had these friends, but it was time to hire a foreman here coming on pretty soon. I'm going to have to start stepping away from the day-to-day side of things pretty soon here going into the winter and coming into the spring next year and get more into the office side of things as we continue to grow. And as I pursue this podcast to put more time and effort into it because right now it's just not getting the time that it needs. But I want to see it keep growing, so I'm going to have to make some changes there. But I'm going to stay invested in it. I'm this far into it. I'm not backing out now. I've loved it so far. But so we're hiring more employees in the company. And in doing that, I'm learning that I'm going to have to work with some people sometimes that maybe I'm not best friends with. And I've never had to do that. That's what I'm saying, guys, is I've always had friends that's worked with me ever since then. So I'm figuring out how to hire people that are going to represent our company well and that are going to be enjoyable to work with. But at the same time, I can't be so picky that they're like my best friends. They have all the same hobbies as me and do all the same things because that's just not realistic. So we actually hired a new guy this week, and he's been great. He's been fabulous. He definitely has different interests than I have, but he's a great worker. He has a good attitude when he shows up for work. He's ready to go. He's not drowsy, and he shows up before he needs to be there, which is also awesome. I think he's going to really free up some of my time. Just like stuff that Caleb Allman talks about, the owner should not be sharpening lawnmower blades. You need to be delegating that out, and you should be doing things that produce you more income with that time. So that's what I hope to be doing with this new guy. And it's been a great week since he's been with us. But let me preface that by saying we had 2 weeks. We had 1 week where we had a new guy start. Just didn't pan out. Some things happened that didn't even happen. So we parted ways and didn't end too bad. Just wasn't going to be a long-term thing. We parted ways. But before him, I had 3 guys that I texted the night before, and they didn't show up to work the next day. They were like, the night before when I went to sleep, it was, yeah, we'll be there. Yeah, I'm going to be there at this time, and I'll see you in the morning. Wake up in the morning and go wait on them at the stop, and they don't ever show up. They don't ever text back. They don't ever call. Nothing like that. And before I was hiring, I was like, there's no way people are actually doing this. Like, I've heard Naylor talk about on his podcast, his employee struggles and stuff. And I was like, there's no way that's actually, like, people don't actually say they're going to show up and then just don't show up. It's like, that's not actually happening. Well, it happened to me 3 times in a matter of like 2 weeks. It blew my mind, just absolutely blew my mind. Opened up my eyes to the world of hiring employees. So, now that I have a good one this past week, what I'm saying and what I'm aiming towards in this podcast is company cultures. It's just a huge thing. I've hit on it multiple times on our shows, and I'll hit on it some more in the future. I already know, but creating that culture to me is going to be so crucial to keeping this good guy. I'm not going to say his name because he just we're not really too in depth yet. Want to see how things go over the next couple of weeks before we start really including him on our social media and stuff, because I just don't want him being uncomfortable being on camera or in the podcast or anything like that. But he's been great, like I said, the past week. But as I go forward, what kind of culture do I want to create, and do I need to create to keep him? Because it's not often that you find good ones like this that I know just from people that I've heard talk about. And the guy wants to work, he wants to make money, he wants to show up, and he does a really good job at it. He always beats me out of the truck. He's taking the tailgate down, he's loading the tailgate up when I'm done. He's always checking to make sure everything's locked up, make sure the trash is picked up. That's the kind of stuff we're looking for. And he has it. So now I'm like, how do I keep this? How do I keep him? I don't want to lose him. And I'm starting to create the company culture. And it's starting with just the little things, guys, the little things of like the morale in the truck and the equipment that you use. I think that's a big thing is you should, I know you're not going to be all happy and cheery all the time, but have a good attitude when you're working and you have a new guy starting, or maybe he's not a new guy, just one of your employees. Have a good attitude around them. Don't make them hate their lives because you're upset about something. Have a good attitude. And then your equipment. That's one thing that I've realized, like, have good equipment for your employees to use. It's going to make their lives much more enjoyable if they're not out there having to pull on a pull cord for, my goodness, my dog is in here. She's bringing her toys. She's wanting to play. She's wanting to be on the podcast, but she's not been on the podcast tonight. Well, her little squeaker will be, but we won't even edit that out. That's just raw stuff. Anyway, what I'm realizing is equipment. Have good equipment, because your guys don't want to be pulling on stuff 10 times before they start it and like throw their shoulder out of socket or something. That just gets annoying, and they're going to go find someone that has good equipment. They can just pull 1 or 2 times and be ready to go. It's a morale it is a morale boost itself, having decent equipment for your employees to use. So that's one thing that I'm doing, making sure my equipment stays kept up and having good stuff that I know I can trust and the employees can trust also. So, guys, if you have created company culture, reach out to me. Let me know what some things that you've done. I would love to hear, because I'm still in the growing process of it. And I would, if you've grown a big company, multiple employees, reach out to me and let's hook up and do a podcast, because I think that honestly might be one of the biggest things that I'm trying to learn right now is how to create it successfully, how to successfully retain the employees, and not just retain employees, but like retain employees that love what they're doing and have a good working relationship with each other and all get along and have a fun time. And like I said, It's not all going to be peaches and roses. I know that. You're out cutting grass, you're sweating, it's hot. But at the same time, you should at least somewhat enjoy what you're doing and have a good attitude while you're doing it. So if anybody that you know or you yourself has created the company culture long term, reach out to me, because that's one thing that I would like to build on. But this is such a side tangent, guys, such a side tangent. But that's what we are as a business. We're hiring more employees. And I know I just want to hit on this really quick because I kind of made a little intro podcast talking about who we are, but we are a lawn maintenance business here right outside of Birmingham, Alabama. We service about 85 clients. We do some light landscaping stuff. We've really gotten into that this year, and I would like to do another podcast on that, really, because the amount of side money that we can make off that you can make off that, just some simple install projects, is really insane. You can make really good profit margins. If you just do like 2 a month, you can make really good money off that just for the side. So we started doing that back in the spring, and we've stayed pretty consistently booked with that too. We just finished up 2 big ones this week, and it turned out really nice. Total transformations of the front of the house, just total makeover. So that's what we do. Lawn maintenance. We got a 3-man crew right now. 85 yards. We have a lot of bigger properties, multiple acres. So it keeps us busy for sure. But between that and trying to grow the social media and have a successful marriage at the same time, it's a lot to stay busy. And I don't do near as much as most people do. I know Brian and Caleb and all them guys. They're role models to me, because they get out and bust it every day, and they stay up late. They grind for the stuff that they want for their family, build the future for their family, and that's what I'm doing every day in our business. So if you have any questions about our business, kind of the things that go on the back end or anything like that, reach out to me and let me know. I did a podcast talking about our bookkeeping and stuff. I use Yardbook. I have an accountant that does my bookkeeping this year, and that has been great. Just started that, so not too much more to talk about on that. But Signal Green is coming up this weekend. Really hard transition right there, but that's really one of the big topics that I want to talk about tonight was Signal Green. That is, if you're listening live, it's 1 day away. So come on, get your stuff, get ready. We are meeting at the Holiday Inn in Goodlettsville, Tennessee, Saturday, September the 18th. Like I said, 1 day away if you're listening live. And it's going to be from 3 to 7 p.m. Guys, I hope you can make it. The hype has been built up. I don't want to hype it up too much more, because it's an inaugural event. There's definitely going to be some flaws and stuff. It's not going to be perfect, but I really think you're going to enjoy it if you come out. I really think you will. I think you're going to get some value. I'm looking forward to it. I am personally looking forward to the speakers and the giveaways that we're going to have, and really just the networking, guys. I can't wait to do some more podcasts on networking, because it's something that I just think is so huge, and it's so crucial in your business to me. Something that I've realized personally this year is how important it is for your business to grow and to thrive with networking involved in it. Networking is such a big thing, and that's kind of what I want to really hit on at this event at Signal Green. That's really what I want the goal for a lot of people to be, is to come and network, guys. Meet people that you wouldn't meet outside of these events, these live events, and connect with them in person, and then go home and build that relationship. Make those friendships, those business partnerships, guys. The stuff that really helps me is meeting those people, talking with them in person, and then taking that home and then furthering your relationship with them. So this weekend, like I said, if you're listening live, it's 1 day away, September the 18th. Come on out. It's completely free. We have so many giveaways, guys. I mean, like, so many giveaways. We have big stuff, little stuff. The grand prize is absolutely awesome. It's going to blow you away. Oh, man, that's funny. You'll get that once we talk about that next week. But anyway, it's going to be a fun prize, and there's no pun intended with that joke there, if any of our hosts are listening. But anyway, I can't wait to see all of y'all there. I hope we get a good group up, to take a few pictures and post them on our social media. Definitely want to record some podcasts. So if you're coming out, let me know, and we'll schedule a podcast time and get you on, and tell everybody else about your story and what you're doing. So, and help everybody out help everybody else out with their business by talking about your struggles and your wins and your losses and all that stuff all at once, and just tell everybody how you're doing it and kind of the principles that you use, a lot of tips and tricks that you have, just like the rest of us, because I'm out there just like the rest of you, grinding every day and learning as we go. So like I said, really short episode today, guys. We're going to wrap it up here pretty soon. Those are just some things that I wanted to hit on. Kind of a rabbit trail, kind of just jumping all over the place. Not the best put together podcast by any means, but it was one of those that I just had a few things I want to talk about here late night before we get the event this weekend. I've been working on that recently, so it's taking up a lot of time, but I can't wait to come back at you next week with some more guest interviews hopefully lined up to come and bring you a lot of value. And we'll also recap the event, talk about everything that happened, and like I said, hope to get a lot of podcasts at the event. So it's going to be a great time. Y'all coming out. Also coming up, GIE. It is right around the corner, guys. Absolutely right around the corner. We are like 4 weeks out at the time of this recording. And I can't wait to go. It's my first time going. So if anybody has any tips or tricks or what to do, what not to do, reach out to me and let me know, because I'm going to need all the help I can get. It's my first time. And I'm going to be trying to podcast with some people while I'm there, go to all the networking and the social media events, all that type of stuff. So it's going to be just one of those things that is absolutely awesome, I think. I can't wait to look at all the equipment. I can't wait to meet a bunch of new people. And then the Entrepreneur Academy Live is coming up in November. Y'all stay tuned for that. All the announcements that Brian's going to be putting out. I can't wait to go up and meet everybody there. I'm 99% sure I'm going to be going. I'm not totally locked in yet, but I'm planning on being there. So y'all come check that out. But for the last time, Signal Green, one day away, September the 18th. Come on out, network, hang out with everybody, and just have a good old time. So that's really going to wrap this episode up. Like I said, Noah's kind of been everywhere, but it is what it is. It just wanted to get some content out to you guys, talk about a little bit about who we are in our business, some stuff that we're struggling with, trying to create that company culture. And if you're out there and you're trying to do it too, hit me up. I would love to connect with you and talk. We can kind of discuss some things together, because that's where I'm at. Is I need people that are going through the stuff that I'm going through, and learning how to create the company culture and how to hire the employees the right way, how to also how to do it like legally the right way, guys. That's stuff that I'm trying to figure out as well. So anybody with tips and stuff on that, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to do a podcast with you and just further the knowledge for our audience and for myself also. That's kind of what Paul Jameson's book is, guys. Paul, if you're listening, I can't wait to put the audiobook in my ears here the next couple of days. It's one of those things that he said. He's got 500 interviews of people that he sat there and listened to and learned from. And he's taken stuff that he's personally learned and written a book about it. So that's what I do in this podcast. I sit here and learn from you guys, learn from the interviewees and stuff like that. And I love it. I love it. I could sit here and converse with people all day long. But hope to have more guests on here in the future for sure. Hopefully some more out of our local community and then some across the country. And we got some big things coming up in the fall here where our business might be taking another kind of a curve for a different type of service that we're going to be offering heading into the winter here. Still trying to work out a few details there, but sooner or later, hopefully sooner, we'll be making that announcement on whether we're going to do it or not. I think we are. But stay tuned for that, and we're going to bring on some cool guests to interview about that for sure, because it's kind of a niche thing, and it's one of those things that you got to know how to do the right way if you're going to do it. That's one thing that I've learned is you can do it, but you got to definitely know how to do it the right way. It's not something you can just go out and you can't just go out and make money very easily doing it. You got to learn how to price and be efficient and effective in what you're doing. So thank y'all for tuning in today, guys. Circle back to what I said at the beginning. Y'all are great. Y'all are the ones that are keeping this podcast alive just by listening and sharing it and leaving those ratings and reviews. It really helps the show get out there and social proof us to the other people. And that's what I'm wanting to do, is just to get out there, grow the community, and just what I always say, grow the community one relationship at a time, because that's what I'm in it for, is the relationship and the friendships and all that goes with it. So thank you for tuning in today for another episode here on the podcast. I can't wait to catch you next week. Hopefully some more guest interviews and some more great knowledge coming from our mouths to your ears. So stay tuned for that. But if you're listening live, can't wait to see you here at Signal Green tomorrow. It's going to be a great day, and I hope that y'all all get out. The ones that are in the south, southeast, come check us out, and it's going to be a fun day of networking, connecting together. But guys, we're going to wrap this episode up with ending with those things right there, and I hope you have a great weekend. Be praying for good weather for all you weekend warriors that are out there. If any of you are listening, good weather for y'all to get your yards done, and just good weather for you to hang out with your families. If you're taking the weekend off, hang out with the kids, hang out with your wife. Treat them like royalty, because that's what they are. Hold them tight and love on them, and just take care of them, because that's what you go out and work every day for, is to take care of them. So thank you for listening. We're going to see y'all here on the next episode here in the next couple weeks. Have a lot of guests coming on, and just multiple episodes a week coming out continuously, and bringing quality content from our mouths to you guys. So thanks for listening, guys, and we'll catch you here on the next episode.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green Landscapes podcast. We know you have many other podcast options to choose from, and don't take it for granted that you chose to spend some time with us today. You can connect with Jeremiah Jennings at Growing Green Landscapes on Instagram, or use the link in the show description. Don't forget to smash the follow button on the podcast and leave those 5-star ratings and reviews. We hope you crush it in your business, and hope to catch you on our next episode.